Ready.
Okay.
All right, Shalom Makyom. And we would like to start out by giving our honor and glory to Yahweh, by Shem, Yahushua, by Surah Kakudash, double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone. All right, peace and blessed to the house, David the elect. As a hobbit to my left. And today we're going to go into a live streaming topic entitled "Your Life is Already Written, So Just Trust the Author." All right, and that live streaming, we entitled it that because, you know, when we in this truth, you tap into a certain wavelength in the spirit where you basically are in tune with the knowledge that everything that's happening to you is already written. And Satan makes an effort to distract you and make you overthink within that process.
Yep.
All right, it puts you in a position to where, you know, you're worried about stuff that you can't control, man. All right, and these lessons apply to me before I even put it on wax, man. All right, but the thing is, all right, that the Most High has already given us escapes. He's already given us a way out, but most importantly, He's already written our life from the beginning to the end. So we can just start with Jeremiah 1:5.
This is Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee.
And He knew us. So and if you want to get deeper, He already had your life mapped out before you were born, man. He knows your spirit. He knows your weaknesses because He put all those things in you, man. He knew what was going to cause you to stumble. He was going to keep putting those things into you. So you came into the mindset to overcome certain things, man. But the key thing that we have to understand is that everything that we're going through, all right, we're going through it for our growth, man. All right, and for us to conquer and overcome. See, this truth is all about overcoming, man. All right.
You gotta be molded, you know, to something great.
Yep.
You see, because everybody can have, you know, certain people have different abilities. You know, they're born with certain abilities, but those abilities have to be molded to greatness. Because see, greatness is a mindset.
Yep.
You know, and it comes through experience.
Yep.
You know, it takes experience to become great. And see, the experience we go through, it makes it a second nature to trust in Yahweh Shema Shai. Because the flesh and the spirit is completely contrary. The flesh, all right, automatically leans on doubt. You know, in the what ifs, in the scenario, the spirit like the hell with it.
Yep.
You know, well, I'm good.
Yep.
All right.
So you got to invest more in the spirit, so that part of you can be stronger.
Yep.
You know.
This is reading on. This is Jeremiah 1:5. It said, "Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations."
Yep. So most of the stuff that you worry about, it doesn't even manifest, man. But the key point is our life is already written, so trust the author. And before you get your precept, you can get Sirach 23:1. You know, our life is already written, man. So when you tap into the spirit, you become more careless about things in the world. That's why the scripture says wisdom is free from care. Because when you're in the spirit of wisdom, you understand that it's just an algorithm playing out in your life, man. It is a script playing out in your life, man. The characters that come in and out, they come in and out when they script run out, man. They're here to serve their script, and that's it.
Yep.
All right.
This is on Sirach 23:1. It says, "O Lord, Father and Governor of all my whole life, lead me not to their counsels and let me not fall by them."
But the point is, Most High is called the Father and Governor of my whole life. So He's the director of your life. Your life is the movie. He's the director. You know. You had a scripture you want to get?
Yeah. There was I want to get 1 Corinthians. All right. 10 and 13. It says, "There have no temptation taken you, but such as coming to man. But the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape.
Yep.
That ye may be able to bear it."
Because He wrote everything out in your life. He wrote out the temptation, but then He wrote out, He already pre-written or pre-wrote the escape routes. All right, but He put you in a situation where you got to figure that out. And He put you in a situation where you got to realize that this is all set up by the Most High, and His get out of jail free card is always available.
Yep.
You can get so consumed in your afflictions that you forget Yahweh Shema Shai is over you the whole time.
Yep. He's overseeing it.
He's overseeing it.
Yep.
You know?
Like the scriptures say, you know, brothers was going into it. I get that in Malachi, but that's a heavy scripture for these times because as we seen, you know, as of late, all right, this evening, what happened, man, pretty much, your boy Joe Biden got up there like a dictator, man.
Yep.
You know, Joe Biden got on that press conference like a dictator. You know, he says, I'm using my authority to do this. I'm using my authority to do that. And pretty much those mandates that he issued forth, all right, that he written, you know, that are written into law is going to affect 100 million people, man.
That's 1/3 of the American population.
Yep. So what this man is doing, pretty much, all right, through the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai, Esau Edom is applying more and more pressure. So we in a time now because there's a lot of, you know, you brothers and you few sisters that watch, you know, we all finna be affected by this man's legislation, man. You know, everybody, you know, time gonna come different depending by, you know, your state where you work at. So we in the time now to just trust, all right, the author of the story, man. You know, we win.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't have us being obedient for nothing, man. He doesn't have us sacrificing our life for nothing, man.
Yeah.
You see?
That's right.
Yeah, something else.
Yeah. Did you get your precept?
No, let me get that Malachi. So like, yep. So we get the Malachi. All right. Chapter 3. Was it 3? Was it Micah? Yeah, there you go. This is Micah 3:3. And it says, and he shall sit as a refiner and purifier of silver, and he shall purify the sons of Levi and purge them as gold and silver, that they may offer unto the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai an offering in righteousness. So the scripture said he gonna sit as a refiner, all right, of silver. Now the video that came out on TikTok, I guess there was some Christians having a Bible study. You know, they did some further research, and she went to a silversmith, and the silversmith, you know, said at first the fire got to be hot. So we got to get put in drastic situations, you see. And then he said he has to watch it carefully the whole time. And she asked him, when does he know it's ready to come out? He said, it's simple, when I can see my image in it. So we're being put in these situations to be conformed to the image of Yahweh Shai. You know, Most High not doing this, all right, haphazardly, man, just for nothing. You know, just to see how much, you know, suffering we can take. No, there's a purpose. There's a reason he's going to put us in this fire, man. You know, and it's to refine us to the image of his son, Yahweh Shai.
Yep.
You know?
That's right.
Yeah,
Psalms 90:9.
Come on.
You know, because basically we gotta trust the author. Our life is already written from the time we were born to the time we woke up to this truth. All right, from the to the times that of our time, our final temptation, man, the hour of temptation. You know what we're gonna have to go through in the up and coming events is already written out, man. All right, but the goal is, and the key thing is to trust that Yahweh Shema Shai wrote all these things out. And a reoccurring event happens in this truth. You get caught up with situations that put you on the edge, and you get kind of shaky, but then the Most High delivers you. So it happens over and over again to what? You learn how to trust him. But those situations can become more and more drastic and more severe to the point where you're in you're in an hour of temptation, maybe in a concentration room. But you've already been built up over time to trust him because it's the same reoccurring thing.
We're being conditioned.
Yeah, we've been conditioned to just have no emotions really and just trust the Most High. You know?
Is it Psalm 90:9?
Come.
All right, this book of Psalm chapter 90, verse 9. For all our days are passed away in thy wrath.
Yep.
We spend our years as a tale that is told.
And we spend our years at a tale that is told because our life is already written. And our willing, we make it into the kingdom. We receive the victory. Our lives really gonna be tales that are told. That's where you get the word legend from, man. All right, everything that we've gone through is recorded, man. And speaking of recorded, you can get Psalms 56 and 8 after you get your piece up.
Come on, get Psalms 46 and 1.
Yep.
It says, this Psalms 46 and 1. It says, the Most High is our refuge and strength.
Yep.
A very present help in trouble.
Yep.
You know, a very present help in trouble. See, what we've been doing this whole time by putting ourselves on front street in the name of Yahweh Shema Shai, we pretty much forced the hand of Yahweh Shema Shai to protect us, man. You know, because we're out here on behalf of his name, speaking his word. You see? And he's going to show up, all right, for the true believers in this time, man, on the behalf of his name's sake, man. You see, so he's going to be a present help in these times, man. He's going to present himself, all right, as a true power in these times of chaos, man. You know, what you have?
That's right. That was Psalms 56 and 8.
Yeah.
All right, and that's power and heavy to understand that everything you're doing is being noticed by Yahweh Shai. The Most High really has his eyes zeroed in on the elect. He's omniscient, meaning all-knowing. So he has his eyes on all people on the planet Earth. But he's zeroed in favor of the elect, man. All right?
This is Psalms 56 and 8. Thou tellest my wanderings.
Thou tellest my wanderings, man. All right, thou recordest my ways and my walk, man. Everything is going back to how about my side. Go ahead.
Yep. It said thou tellest my wanderings. And pretty much like someone who done seen the movie before.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
All right. I go to the word wondering. I was just looking it up, listening to why, and go on a strong definition. One of the definitions of exile. You know, when we're exiled in this captivity. And see, he already knew we was gonna end up in this captivity, man. All right. It said, thou tellest my wanderings, put thou my tears in thy bottle. Are they not in a book?
Yep. So everything that you go through, or everything you're going to go through, is already written, man. All right. Our lives are already written. It's a script that we're playing out, man. All right. It's like the Truman Show. And the director is watching you from the spirit world, man. And within his movie, he already planted angels, man, unawares, man. With physically, you know, incarnated physically, man. But then there are angels in, you know, in the angelic entity, an angelic element that you can't see, man. But the Most High already has things manipulated for your will. All right. The Most High, he shifts. The world is being shifted for the name of the elect, man, or for the sake of the elect. The Most High has manipulated the whole world to revolve around the elect, man. Everything is happening in your favor, and everything everything happens in a process to mold you to a certain position, man. Like I said in the movie Alexander, kings aren't born; they're made through sufferings and hardship, man. All right.
Since you said that, this is the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 28.
I had that written down too.
You got it, bro?
Yeah, no. I'm saying it was already part of the script. It was already written.
It was already written.
You know.
All right. This is Romans 8 and 28, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love the Most High, to them who are called according to His purpose.
Yep. And who are they that are called according to His purpose? It's the elect, the hopeful elect. But it says all things are. Can you read that again, my
This is Romans 8 and 28, and it says, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love the Most High, to them who are called according to His purpose.
But all things come together for the good of them that figure out about Shema side. Then it says we're called according to His purpose, man. So the Most High is not gonna call you into this thing to do the work just so you can turn around and die over some bullshit. Or you become homeless over some bullshit, man. No, everything is for your growth, man. And there's a purpose in the pain. There's a purpose in the pain, man. And pain is weakness leaving the body, and it's weakness leaving your soul, man. All right. So the Most High is molding you really to be a king, because He's a king. He's molding you into His image, man. You know.
So you said there, read the next verse. It says, "For whom He did foreknow, He also did predestinate."
Hey, foreknow, that goes back to Jeremiah 1 and 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. You know,
the elect predestined to get the victory, man.
Yeah.
We got to go into this thing with a victory mindset and rejoice in it. All right. These things, these little announcements and, you know, mandates going out, you know, that's just part of the script. Like, everybody got to play a part, you know, and the elect are going to be the ones that's victorious, they're remnant, but everyone else, they have to play their part, man. The villain got to play his part. You know, the extras, they, you know, they just here. Like scriptures, the multitude born in vain, you know, the extra, they just here.
All them extra niggas on the movie scene. Somebody got to walk up and down the street. When you go to a cafe in a movie scene, there has to be somebody filling up the seats in the cafe. You know?
And it said, for whom He did foreknow, He also did predestinate to be conformed, all right, to the image of His Son.
Hey, going back to the refining silver. All right? We're going through a refinery process where the Most High is molding us to the image of His Son. All right?
And it says to be conformed to the image of His Son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren.
All right, because the firstborn goes into the first fruit. All right, and that's they that have a higher class within their own nation.
Yeah.
So the elect are the first fruit. We are the elite of our nation, man. All right, so that's the first batch of Israelites that's going to be molded into the image of Yahweh Shema Shai.
Yeah, that's why it's more required of us, man.
Yep, it requires. Keep going, bro.
No, I'm just saying that it's a the portion of suffering we have. You know, the Most High is going to balance out with rank. You know, matter of fact, He's going to overdo it. You know, with the rank that we're going to have, man. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, and that word require is a powerful word you said, because in this truth, a lot is required of us, all right, to be the hopeful elect. A lot of us is required of us, all right, to our will and get the victory without being put to death.
Yep.
You know, it's a lot that we have to give up on this side to achieve that honorable position of being crowned by Yahweh Shai and receiving a palm on our hand without basically being put to death, man. So a lot is required within that molding process. When people go off to the military, all right, and go into basic training, they leave their hometown and go to some island to go get molded into being a soldier, man. All right, that's how it happened in the spirit. Going back to Proverbs 18, a man having separated himself, seeking and intermeddling with all wisdom. But through that same process, he gets tried like gold, man. All right, but the key thing is the powerful trait that the Most High is instilling in us is trusting Him. You know,
that's the number one thing.
That's the number one thing you can have, is knowing that Yahweh Shema Shai is a safety net in your life. That He has your back, man. You know,
it opens you up to so many options.
Yeah.
You see, without Yahweh Shema Shai, there's another thing. When you remove Yahweh Shema Shai from the equation, now your options limited.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's where you can get stuck.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because you very limited without Yahweh Shema Shai. But when you move in faith, when you move with the understanding that He is, all right, pretty much your options limitless.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can see past particular things. Things don't phase you. Like I said, you become carefree.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
because the Most High is molding us into His Son. How was Shai acting on a ship during the storm?
Yeah, that's what I did.
That's heavy.
Yep.
But did they have similar obstacles in the movie Matrix?
Yep.
When Morpheus was putting Neo through those different simulations, and it was basically he had to trust. He had to, trust that he had the power from within. So the Most High, He's putting us through those different Peter simulations where we have to walk on water on this side, man.
Yep. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, pretty much the type of faith we're gonna have.
Yeah.
To walk on water.
Yeah.
You know, because we so grid based.
Yeah.
Being closed off from the grid.
Yeah.
You know, it's pretty much equivalent to walking on water.
Mm-hmm.
This is Matthew 8:23. It says, and when he was entering into a ship, his disciples followed him, and behold, there arose a great tempest in the sea, and so much that the ship was covered with waves, but he was asleep. And his disciples came to him and awoke him, saying, Lord, save us, we perish. And he said unto them, why are ye fearful, O ye of little faith? So pretty much how Shai spazzed out. You gotta think about it. He's on the ship with him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm gonna drown.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna drown on the ship with me.
Yeah.
And y'all know what I came to do.
You know,
the story ain't nowhere near done, but we just gonna drown.
Exactly.
And that's just gonna be it.
Yeah.
You know?
So I'm just gonna like right here.
Yep. But see, they had to be trained up, showing that we all had to be conditioned to just automatically have faith.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
It's gonna get shaky.
Yep. Because this ain't nothing you gonna snap into. Like all these gimmick Israelites, they gonna get ran through. You're gonna see a lot of gimmick-based Israelites get ran through. They're gonna fold up like t-shirts, man.
I mean, you're gonna think that the tattoo probably where they pull their sleeve up.
Yeah.
You know?
All right. So reading on, and it says, then he arose and rebuked the winds and the sea, and there was a great calm. And that wind and that sea stand for these times we're coming in. You see, because when you go to Luke, just to link it up real quick, all right, Luke chapter 6. You see, this is the time that we're supposed to be building on that rock of Yahushua, man, which is going to make us unmovable. But if you're not, because Esau finna come. Esau finna, Joe Biden said, look, we tired of being patient. You know, then the nigga paused with, you know, the nigga said, we tired of being patient, man. And then when they they said they were trying to ask, he ain't answered no questions.
Mm-hmm.
All right. They said, is this custom? And nigga walked off. You see? Esau finna lose it, man. His kingdom at stake. People don't understand what's at stake with this guy. You know? And he gonna come in like a storm.
Mm-hmm.
You see? And it says, this is Luke 6:46, and it says, why call ye me Lord, Lord, and do not the things which I say? Whosoever cometh to me and heareth my sayings and doeth them, I will show you to whom he is like. He is like a man which built an house and dig deep and laid the foundation on a rock. And when the flood arose, the stream beat vehemently upon that house and could not shake it, for it was founded upon a rock. And that's the Yahushua. And that comes through obedience. You get built up on Yahushua through obedience. You build a relationship with Yahushua through faith and obedience, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, being active. You see?
Active is a powerful word.
Yep.
And when you make moves in the spirit, Most High deal with that, man.
Yep.
It builds you up.
Yep. You want the Most High be like, that's my guy.
Mm-hmm.
In the time of Jacob trouble, you want Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right, Yahweh Shai, you want them on the throne, like, yeah, that's my guy. You know, Yahweh Shai vouching to the Father, like, yeah, I got him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it starts with what we're doing now. This is like you said, this the only chance we got to do the work.
Yeah,
this finna be wrapped up.
When it's over, it's over.
It's over.
Yep. You can't have no regrets.
Yep.
I know I should have been doing videos.
Yep.
I should have went out to teach, man. When they were cursing me out to do it.
Yep.
You know.
It's a time to be built on that rock of Yahushua.
Yeah.
Verse 49, it says, but he that heareth and doeth not is like a man that without a foundation built an house upon the earth, against which the stream did beat vehemently, and immediately it fell, and the ruin of that house was great.
Yeah, those mandates to where if you don't plug into the beast, are you gonna be homeless? All right, that's the wind beating vehemently, but you don't have a solid foundation, so you're gonna cave in. You know? But I'm willing to hopefully elect. That's not so. Yep. And we're going to close it out Psalms 46 and 10. You know, hey, your life is already written, brothers and sisters. Just trust the author. You know.
Let's say Yahushua, the author,
and finish of our faith.
Come on, man.
And he set the precedent, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
This is Psalms 46 and 10. It says, be still and know that I am the Most High. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth.
Hey, be still and know that I'm Yahweh Shema Shai. And that's pretty much the point, man. Just know that he is.
Yep.
He doesn't have all these titles for nothing.
Yep. Because he says, I will be exalted in the earth. Because you, like you said, you get caught up in what Esau was doing, what he got planned, and his devices and schemes. But we can't remember who was that coming from Edom with died from Basra.
It's already written.
Yeah, don't leave that part out there. Like, no. Yahushua coming for smoke, and Esau Edom was at the top of the list. Like, that nigga should be worried.
Yep.
He should be having anxiety attacks.
Yep.
You see? Yep. He got a lot to worry about, man. You know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, with that, we hope you brothers and sisters were edified. And once again, we want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahushua by Hashem, Kakudash. Them honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops, a great millstone we well. Peace and blessing as David the elect, Abba Baal. Come now, Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.